Dear obnoxious, redundant, gay man trying to play it straight. Thank you for your enlightening and wonderful inner thoughts of the lowest paid man on earth. I mean, since we're being brutally honest, not only are you paid less than $3 an hour, but you hold one of the last professions on earth that doesn't require a high school education to be qualified for employment. I mean, granted, my gay brother that came into your establishment was a bit out of line and a bit vulgar, as you put it. But you could have asked to be assigned to another table or another party. Instead, you stayed. Hmm. Could it be that's because you know that gay men are some of the best tippers on the planet? Or was it that each and every time you heard him mention the word cock, balls, or chin, you felt not only the sensation of the low feeling in your pants as your manhood increased exponentially in size, at least you hope, but that you also realized during his vivid description of his wondrous experiences, you were imagining how it would feel to have your balls indeed resting on his chin, where he would enjoy having them. Now, let's not be shallow or quibble about the little things. I mean, after all, I'm sure Mabel had a great time that night, seeing as how her husband probably hadn't had a sexual thought in, I don't know, since Nixon was in office. I know it's hard for you heterosexuals to deal with our out and about ways these days, but after all, turnabout is fair play. We gay men don't nitpick, bother, or throw it in your face about how for years we've had to hear about how great pussy is, how sweet it tasted, how amazingly huge her bosom was, or in fact, how hot it was to come all over her face at the end. Nope, in fact, we just kept our mouths shut, waiting for a later moment where we could puke up the entire contents of our gourmet lunch that we paid $17.89 for. Please understand, I support you in your dislike of his behavior. What I disapprove of is your ignorant style in which you describe him. Okay, so he had on low-cut jeans displaying his proud pink triangle, a painted-on shirt, and a zebra hat. But is that really any different than you donning your favorite pair of jeans, your t-shirt displaying Big Johnson in one of his many roles, and you wearing a hat that says number one gunner? Indeed, you make valid points not only of his rude behavior, but of your desire to experience the joys of cock. I mean, after all, you mentioned the foul object 6 times in your video, and you said the word gay with such enthusiasm 11 times. Yeah, watch your video. I counted. I think you have deep-seated issues about the fact that you want to have dick just as much as he had dick, but you don't have dick as much as he has it because you're pretending not to like it. Yeah, that's what even Freud couldn't understand. Look, I'm sure that the person who came into your establishment that was gay and obnoxious at your table probably looked at his partner just like just like the old guy looked at Mabel. He probably looked at him and said, "You know what, Steve? Let's go out tonight to that Hokey Safari restaurant, have a big rack of ribs with a bunch of our friends, celebrate our anniversary, and for once in our lives not give a damn about what anybody thinks. Then, later, we can go to the Rainbow Cactus, where we can dance all night long to the entire stylings of DJ Eric, and go home, where, if we're not too drunk and tired, honey, you can rest your balls on my chin, where I always used to love you putting them." Yeah. I mean, after all, 10 months in the gay community is like 14 years. So, in the future, maybe you could just take the time to say, "Excuse me, sir, there are other patrons around you. We don't mind you talking, but if you could just, have a little quiet it down, we'd appreciate it." Or better yet, just do what you really wanted to do. Take him into the bathroom and let him suck the hell out of your dick. I mean, after all, the only reason you're pissed off and did this video is because he left you with such a small tip and a case of the blue balls. I'm so sorry. Toodles.